Alright, well, hey guys, how's it going? It's Chow, back at it again with our PokeMMO Nuzlocke. That's strange. Not sure what caused that, but stream's still going strong? Yeah, we're up. Sorry about that. So, we are going to swap train Sushi Roll to try to get him into that glorious Gyarados. Hopefully he can live up to his predecessor, you know. Hopefully he can live up to Carpiana's standards. Be an absolute unit. I did go through the cave a little bit just to grab the Silk Scarf for our Rattata here. So top percent can actually do a decent chunk of damage with that quick attack. As you can see by the fact that he's kind of going ham on this Kakuna. Although Rattata is still a very squishy boy. So just to play it safe, I am going to instead of coming back to top percent, I'm going to swap from Sushi Roll into Monkey. That way we don't run the risk of any unnecessary KO, shall we say. Although I did seriously debate giving Monkey the Silk Scarf instead, as Covet is his primary move against Mons that are not resistant to the fighting type moves. Now we did take a bit of a hit. I want to avoid using our potions this early in the cave, so as annoying as it is going to be, I do want to head out and use the Pokemon Center to heal up. Alright, Sushi Roll. We'll let you get this one. Oh boy. Yeah, let's run instead. Bite is a very dangerous move. And if we do not OHKO, then it's pretty much a guaranteed death to whoever takes the hit. Because Geodude has Sturdy. Basically any Pokemon with Sturdy and Bide this early in the game is kind of broken. It's a combination I didn't really think to use in our previous attempt. But, you know, it's one of them things. I apologize for cutting this morning's stream short. I just had a bit of time constraint that I was not aware of at the moment. Or rather, I was aware of it, but I had totally forgotten. I would like to start doing streams earlier in the day moving forward, but it all just depends on if I can make the time for it. As unfortunately, until we get a little bit more successful, I can't put as much of a focus into the channel as I would like. So, this Clefairy hits like a truck. Swap out to 1%, see what kind of damage this Clefairy does. Okay, so that was 5. So we can get a bite off. Okay. And now we swap into Monkey. And we should be able to finish with a Karate Chop. Yeah, because that was a 3 stack, so even if it does hit for 5, we're good. And this will also be a nice 3-way split on the XP with a Hyper Fang Learn, which is massive. This will replace Tackle Although it is a 90% base power, or not 90% base power, 90% accuracy, it's definitely worth it for that power spike. Because it's double the base power of tackle, plus the silk scarf. Puts us at a pretty nice spot. Takedown is one that we will not be picking up, just due to the fact that it does hit us as well. And there's another level for Sushi Roll. 2 levels away from picking up Tackle. Same deal. Head back to the Pokemon Center. And then I'm probably going to... I think I remember the pathing. At least I would hope so. So I did off-screen pick up 3 repels. That should be enough to get us to the other side, if not completely there. Pretty darn close. I just don't want to run the risk of getting hit by, you know, Bide. It's a death sentence for whoever gets hit by it. Okay, so we can avoid this trainer. Got it. So Moonstone. Okay. I think we use our second repel here for optimal pathing. There's an item up here that I actually missed last run. It's a revive, so it doesn't really do us any good. Or I guess I should leave that up to you guys. I've been just vendoring revives in previous runs, but if you guys are okay with using revives, I can just make it like a one-time, obviously one-time use because it uses up the item, but it can be like bring any Pokemon back from the graveyard. Kind of like Monster Reborn, for those of you who remember the Yu-Gi-Oh days. No buying revives, though. Only ones we find out in the open world. But that would be a nice little buffer. Okay, that hurts. Okay, so we'll swap to Sushi Roll. I didn't even think about Magnitude being a thing. Oh, Poison Sting. Nice. I'm actually going to... Yeah, we'll swap to top percent. I was gonna say we'll swap to Shell Shocker, just because we need that bulk. Because this guy can hit pretty hard. But then Quick Attack. Oh wow. Okay. Shell Shocker. I guess we are gonna be using you. And here we are far enough into the cave. We'll go ahead and use potions and such. Okay. Note to self, do not mess around with Fury Cutter. This will actually soak up quite a few of our potions. We'll go ahead and leave Shell Shocker the way he is. Use 1 potion on each of them. And we'll not use the last repel yet. As a Paris appears. I'm thinking just to get us through the rest of the cave, given how few potions we did stock up on, I'm probably just going to move either top percent or Monkey to the front. Probably Monkey. So I'll swap to top percent for this fight. And then a poison. Why is it always poison? Alright, let's see if we can get a Hyper Fang off. Should be an Oko. What? Surprising. quick attack, easy finish. Alright, and let's go into our bag here. Antidote, there's what I'm looking for. Top percent. Let's go ahead and just swap Monkey to the front. That does bring on the Vital Spirit ability. So the mons we'll be seeing will be higher level. A Wild Clefairy, very nice. It is a darn shame that our Mount Moon encounter was wasted. I believe Karate Chop over low kick for this one. I don't think Clefairy's that heavy. Okay, once we turn this corner, now we'll use that repel. And we are coming up on a trainer battle. So we'll swap Sushi Roll to the front. I'm forgetting these Pokemon's names, and I'm the one who named them. Top everybody off just for this, just for argument's sake. Keep Sushi Roll in the front. And swap to Shell Shocker back and forth there. What I have learned is that the Squirtle line is rather bulky. Their fighting power isn't quite what the Bulbasaur and Charmander lines are, but they can take a hit. I mean, it makes sense. They're a turtle. Family of turtles. And then, just for safety's sake, I'll just do the one swap. The fight coming up after this Team Rocket trainer, that's the one that might startle me a little bit, because if I remember correctly, he's got an electric type. So I'm actually going to put Shell Shocker in the front. So we're not risking any, like, getting a one shot off. I could be wrong too. Hopefully I'm wrong. Water Pulse. Hopefully this gets off the confusion. Or just Oko's. Yeah, crit. Easy Oko. Okay, there is that Voltorb. Terrifying critter. Sonic Boom wound up being the death of, I believe, a couple of our team members in the last run. So we definitely want to get this guy down. I believe our biggest, like, killer last time wasn't even, like, it was just the fact I was trying to swap around so much to spread the XP that I wasn't focusing on the battle itself. So I'll try to avoid making that same mistake here. Since we never did get to revive either one, I am still going to go with the Dome Fossil. I like the Kabutops much more than I like the Omastar. Picking up that antidote. And we're out. So I did end up losing a good portion of that last repel. I probably could have used it right away. But, you know, what can you do? Alright, so there's Mega Kick. And Mega Punch over here. Moves I will most likely never be using. Hidden item. I don't know if I grabbed that last time or not. Alright, and there goes that repel. Mega Drain. Very nice if we can get a grass type on the team. Do we go for the encounter right away? I think we do. Spearow. I don't think we've gotten one of these. No, not this run. So, our encounter here is a Spearow. Let's just try straight ball. See what happens. Alright. We've already had a bird boy. So. Okay, so let's swap to top percent. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, top percent. Bite. Please don't Oko. Cool. For those of you who don't know, Oko is one hit knockout. You are a stubborn Spearow is what you are. There's nothing else I can do except keep chucking balls. There we go. Spearow is on the team. And how did we land as far as stats go? Bold. The plus defense is very beneficial. The minus attack is gonna suck. As far as the name for this guy, you know, I haven't even really thought this far. Pike. Pike is a variation of the spear. Yes, I am a nerd. How do we end up landing stats-wise? Middle of the road and slightly above average on the two stats we care about most. So I'll take it. Check the time here. Alright, and we'll go straight into the rival encounter. Trying to think of what the best orientation would be. I think just leading with Shell Shocker is the way to go. And we can swap out for his Bulbasaur. We don't really have a good counter to the Bulbasaur. So that is one unfortunate thing. Hopefully being mildly overleveled on Shell Shocker can make the difference. But probably... Oh, it's Ivysaur now. My bad. Okay, go for the bite first. Cool, we got a flinch. I'm actually going to go for a Water Pulse. Hopefully we can get a Confuse off. It'll do a bit less damage than... actually, it did about the same as Bite. Nice. And now we'll just spam Bite. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what kind of damage this does. Ouch. Okay. Here we swap into Monkey. Oh, crit. Not pleasant. Okay. We're still good though. Quick attack from top percent. bit of a risk here, but I'm actually going to swap back into Shell Shocker in the hopes that he can soak one. Cool. And then from here, we use a Super Potion on Shell Shocker, bring him back to full, and we shouldn't have any struggle from here. It is kind of unfortunate that we lost Monkey, but this may fall into the one rule. I can't remember if the HP of our Pokemon resets. At the end of this encounter or not. If it does, it means Monkey's still good for another go-round. If it doesn't, unfortunately he'll be joining Bird Boy and Bee Queen in the graveyard. Or Bee King, sorry. I knew Ivysaur was going to be a bit of a struggle, but I didn't expect it to go down like that. Did we get lucky? Looks like that is a hard negative. So unfortunately, Monkey, it is time to lay you to rest. I forgot Kang was in there too. Bee King, Kang, Bird Boy, and Monkey. Alright, let's get past Nugget Bridge, get our encounters done, and then I think we're probably going to call it on that, depending on what time we're looking at, of course. I am probably just going to let Shell Shocker lead the charge, as I don't want to risk any unnecessary losses, given that we just lost what was going to be a core member of the team for the Elite Four. Primeape would have absolutely wrecked Lorelei. I believe, yeah, max level's 26. Misty's ace is only level 20, so we're good there. And I did look into the move pool as well. I don't know what I was thinking about Misty Starmie having Thunderbolt. I may have been thinking about the Fire Red and Leaf Green variation of the game. But in this one, it is Psychic and Water type moves. So just like it's, you know, typing, it has all stab moves. Which actually does end up working out in our favor, because that means there are no moves that will be super effective against Shell Shocker. We won't really have any moves that are super effective against them, except for Bite, but, you know, we won't be getting stabbed for that. But the sooner our Shell Shocker can become a Blastoise, the better, because that's when the bulk really just piles on. As far as power level goes, they never really get, like, Blastoise is powerful, don't get me wrong, but as far as just raw damage potential, Venusaur and, oops, I was too busy yakking. Charizard and Venusaur just outclass in terms of raw damage. Oddish. Very unpopular opinion, but this is absolutely my favorite grass type from the Kanto region. Just that whole evolutionary line, really. You know, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. I don't count Bellossom. It's like the redheaded stepchild. You know, it's like it's there, but no one ever really wants to talk about it. Ekans. Water Pulse. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just like with Fred's just like with Fred's echoed voice. It was the epic voice, let's be honest. Both Fred and Wiggles absolutely decimated with their voice. Both were lost to rookie mistakes, too. So, truthfully, I kind of don't foresee this challenge being completed until October at the latest. Just simply due to the pace we're going at. If we pick up the pace a little bit, it could be sooner. But you also have to account for, like, wipes that, you know, start us back over from the beginning. You know, the hope is to avoid wipes, but if you don't take your sweet old time, sometimes crap happens. And it is kind of beneficial to have one that's a bit over-leveled, so that you have them to fall back on. I think that was my mistake last time, was I didn't really have one that was over-leveled until they were my only team member. And then at that point, they had to get over-leveled because they were the only one getting XP. Good old Carpiana. Good old Carpiana. That's all there is to it. Alright, Mankey is the last one of Nugget Bridge. And then it's just that Team Rocket grunt. Getting off that Water Pulse. Seismic Toss. Do 18 damage. I'll just use a Rapid Spin. I feel like that'll be enough to KO. Yeah. I didn't want to waste a whole Water Pulse PP on that little bit of health. And then, yeah. So now we're here. I believe I've got one potion left, which I was correct in that assumption. Alright. Now face this totally not Team Rocket grunt. You know, I feel like given the MMO aspect of this game, they definitely should have made yes an option. For, like, when he asked if you want to join Team Rocket. I feel like that would have been, like, a really nice addition to the game. And I don't feel like it would have taken that much extra coding. But who knows? I don't know anything about making a game, so there could be a whole bunch of intricacies. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Could be a lot more intricacies in making a game than what I'm thinking. Alright, get that bite off, and that should open us up to 2 more encounters, which, as long as I don't do anything dumb, will give us a full team. Because we'll have Route 24 and Route 25. I'm not going to challenge this trainer or any of the trainers up north yet. Just simply due to the fact... Alright, Let's move Sushi Roll to the front. Let's hope for no Abras. I've already got a Pidgey. So, Dupes Clause comes into play. Which means swap out to another Mon, and, well, lack of a better word, kill it. Hyper Fang. That was very baffling that with a stab 80 base power move, with the Silk Scarf, it's not OHKOing. Gotta love the sand attack spam. So anyway, what I was saying, let's hope we don't get Abras, because that kind of plagued us in the last run. Okay. Grass type. Solid. And at a decent level to start, too. So, we'll actually... Oh, shoot, I should have left top percent with a decent amount of HP left. Ooh. Not a pleasant move, because this hurts. And I don't think we can actually swap out. We're gonna bite here. Cool. That's totally fine. Actually, this is good. If we can catch it, the fact that it has Sleep Powder right off will help with the harder to catch Mons in future encounters. So, start chucking balls. Look at that, no struggle. And how did we end up with this one? Bellsprout is a physically attacking ground type, or not ground type, grass type. We did lose speed, which kind of sucks. But we gain that special defense, so that'll help with its fire weakness. Wow. Not gonna lie, that's pretty terrible. But it's got decent stats in the two that we care about for a Bellsprout, so I'll take it. And what better name for a Bellsprout than... Oh, you can't put parentheses in the name. Makes me sad. Victory it is. I was going to call it Victor, and then in parentheses the letter Y, but I guess parentheses aren't a thing. So I'm going to hit the Pokemon Center, get healed up, and then we can actually lead with Bellsprout, which... What's our speed looking like? I was going to say we could try to Sleep Powder if it's an Abra, but I don't think we've got enough speed to outspeed the Abra. So it's probably just going to be chuck a ball, hope for the best. I'm actually going to hit the Pokemart real quick, get a few more balls, just in case. Get us up to 10. Stock up our potions to 10. And get a couple super potions. Well, more than a couple. Get 5. And then sell the nugget, of course. I don't think we'll need a repel again for a while. So let's just do this. Stock up on various remedies. Cool. So now we got something to heal pretty much any ailment. How close is Sushi Roll to 14? Nice. So probably just to kind of make it a spectacle, so to speak, I'll probably just swap train Sushi Roll to 19. but then I'll use the rare candy to get from 19 to 20. Okay, so good potential encounters here. Of course, you got Hoot Hoot, Oddish, my boy. Well, let's just less think, more do. See what we end up with. All right, we get one shot. If we catch it, this is huge. If we don't, we'll say oh well and move on to the next one. Let's freaking go. Abra is one of the best Pokemon you could have for a Nuzlocke. Well, just the, you know, the Alakazam line as a whole, obviously. And the best nature you could possibly get. Not the best stats, but I'll take it. This is actually massive. And of course, if you're going to get someone from the Alakazam line, you gotta call them Spoons. You got to. And now we've got a full team, and it's honestly pretty well balanced. The only thing we're lacking is a second special attacker. We got, I think, Bellsprout's the physical attacker, right? That's pretty close to even. Super squishy. Alright, so we've actually got a team on our hands. I don't think at any point in our last run did we have a full team of 5. Or full team of 6. But, on that note, I'm going to call it here. So, you guys know what to do. Leave your likes, comments. Let me know what you like and let me know what you don't like. Share on the socials. Drop that subscribe. And, I will catch you beautiful folks in the next one.